Okay, so when you're wiring up your makey, there are a few things you want to keep in mind. First thing, use your conductive materials like your copper tape, or even if you're just using some graphite on pencil on paper, make sure that you are using those materials liberally. If I flip to the back of this, you can see I really put a lot on there. Right, so you want to make sure that you have as much as possible so you get the best conduction you can. All right, second rule would be to make sure that you have your lines separated, right? So when I go here, let me go ahead and pick up my grounding wire. Again, you have to be grounded, so you have to connect yourself to the earth or ground of the makey. And now that I'm connected, right, now I can touch things on here and it will play the sounds. So if I click here, so that would be your nociceptor, but you'll notice all of my nociceptors are by themselves. If any of these lines touched another line, when I touch ow, it's going to connect to this mechanoreceptor that feels the wind. Right, so you don't want them touching each other. You want to keep them all separate. Now if you go complex with it, like I did over here, as I go to the wiring here on the back, whenever they cross each other, whenever these lines cross, you can see, and it's hard to see, I've got tape. So as this line here crosses these lines, I put some tape down on top of them so that it keeps them from touching. I put some black Sharpie behind it so you can see that it was tape. But this line right here is not touching these lines. I had to put some tape down first, and then I put down the copper wire. You can see how it goes over this line here. But they are not touching because they're separated with this clear tape here. Let's, you can kind of see it. Put some clear tape down and then covered it up. All right, so don't let the wires touch each other or else it won't work the way you want it to. And then finally, don't let there be any breaks in the conductive line. So if I have line coming out here, sometimes if I'm not liberal enough with my use, if I don't put enough on there, or if there's a break in the line somewhere, it won't communicate the information up. And if you go complex again, I noticed that sometimes if I ran a line to this metal clip and then put another line over here and let it leave, it didn't always work, even though metal should be conductive. So I had to make sure that it touched the entire clip and that I ran a piece up into the clip here as well. All right, so again, the more you use and the less breaks you have, the better it will work. So you can use paper and wire it up this way, or you can go really complex, get some that was accidental. Get some clips to clip things in and wire it up. It's your call. But both of them should show me how your use of sensory receptors communicate messages through the neurons to your brain for some kind of sensory response.